Welcome to On the Prowl, Florida Panthers raise season ticket prices, episode 21. I'm your host, Bill. I had lined up a halfway season report card type of podcast for today, but the Panthers came out and they announced that season ticket holder prices were going up. The email went out, I believe it was on Thursday or Friday. I'm not 100% sure, but there was quite a bit of reaction, enough so much that I went ahead and decided to go ahead and do this week's podcast on this. Now, one of the things that I did do, and because I minored in statistics in college, I wanted to go ahead and take a poll. Now, I did several of them out there, and probably the best one that I got the most votes on was the one I did out on Twitter on Florida Panthers Den. Territory member season ticket holders were notified today by the Florida Panthers that their ticket prices were going up. Reports are anywhere from 40% to 110%. If you're a season ticket holder, what will you do? Okay. And a total of 56 votes had 55.4% said they would renew, and then 44.6% said they would not renew. And again, this was January 10th. I believe that was Thursday. No. Yeah, that was Friday. Okay, that's correct. That was Friday. So this is the reaction that I got from the season ticket holders that follow me out on Twitter. Now, it was pretty much the same. I did this out on Facebook as well, too, and I did get the same kind of reaction. I did post a survey out on the YouTube channel, didn't get a lot of reaction out there, but I thought this was a good gauge of how things were. And one of the things that I wanted to do with this right away, we're going to go ahead and take a look here at territory memberships. Now, these are the benefits that come to season ticket holders. And there's one thing right away somebody pointed out to me, and they sent me this, which was very interesting. As you know, one of the things that the Panthers have done they have restarted was Panther Fest over the past couple of years. It's a very popular event for season ticket holders. Now, it included full season ticket holders and half season ticket holders. If you have the flex plan, it does not include those. All right. And you take a look under exclusive events down there, Panther Fest, meet the team for full season. Yes, it's included. But for the premier plan, which is the half season ticket holders, it is not included anymore. And there were quite a number of comments out there out on Facebook, especially regarding this. There was quite a bit of reaction to that. And, first of all, we're going to talk about the price increase here in a second. But one of the things that I wanted to say is this. This is an event that apparently there's been a lot of, there's been long lines for it and quite a lengthy wait in line to get some autographs or have your picture taken with a lot of the players. And I understand that. And, one of the comments that somebody had put out there was that this was done to cut down on that. Well, I understand them cutting down on that, but, I don't know all the details on this, but this is where I'm kind of coming from on this. So just wanted to go ahead and throw this out here. Now, okay, I'm going to go ahead and share some comments from what I have seen out on Facebook. So the first one is, if you compare ticket prices with other cities, still really good prices. We've been underpaying for years. Now better players, better management. You pay more. FYI, I'm not happy, but either don't renew, move to third level, or half season or less. No other choice. Another one, my two club seats went up 36%. And he said, nope, I'm out of here. And then another one, mine went up like 35%. Here's the truth. We were one of the cheapest tickets in the league. We all know the hike was coming, and I was close, figured my seats would go from 70 to 100 a seat. They can do the large bump because the waiting list is huge, so someone will pay it. Trust me. Another one, listen, folks, mine went up too. You're watching the Stanley Cup champs, and much of our core is locked up for the future. Panthers is still a solid value versus other major markets. NHL teams, and still the best value in South Florida. Enough. If you don't like it, don't renew. There's a long line of people who will. And then the next one, just got my invoice for my season ticket holder renewal. Price of my two seats went up over $3,000. That's insane. Might have to rethink my renewal. Another one says, I'm in Corona. Prices went up by 33%, give or take, but we got parking included this year. So I guess it's all relative. I'm not super happy about the jump, but I think we are still way on the low end compared to many others but have a much better team. Okay. And this is where I'm going to go right here. We're going to take a look at this. What I thought I would like to do would be I wanted to go ahead and find a market that was comparable to the Florida Panthers. And I thought of the Columbus Blue Jackets because the population area seems to be about equal in terms of that. I was thinking about Tampa, but there's more people here, and I wanted to go ahead and try to get it, as close to apples as possible. And you take a look at some of the prices here. Now, the benefits are good that they offer here, and this is directly from the Columbus Blue Jackets website. And you take a look, some of the season ticket prices. I mean, the Lexus Lounge, they're looking like at $10,000. When you go to the Upper Bowl here, $1,500 for where they shoot twice, $2,000, $2,300, and then when the seats get higher, $1,100, and then the least expensive is $1,150, but it's the top two rows where that's truly nosebleed section. But I wanted to go ahead and give you some perspective in terms of what some other teams are doing. Granted, the Blue Jackets have not been in the playoffs for the past several years, but they are playing much better this year. Their head coach, I think, has got them on a great track, Dean Evanson. I said from day one when Columbus got him, they got a great guy, and he's really got them focused and playing well. And right now they're sitting in a wild card spot. So who knows how that'll come out in April. But I wanted to go ahead again, with this to give you some type of reference and some type of comparison to take a look at in terms of, what we're looking at in terms of, as far as season tickets are concerned in other markets. And I think the thing that a lot of people were upset about was the fact was not that there was an increase, it was the amount of the increase. But, the Panthers do have a extensive waiting list, and it's cost $100 to join the waiting list. So those that are going to cancel and not renew, the waiting list people are going to gobble those right up. So, it's a hot market. It's probably one of the better markets right now in South Florida. So people are very interested in them and want to be a part of it. And it's growing. And that's a good thing. Now, understand, that they're going to go ahead and do some upgrades to Amerant Bank Arena. One of the major ones, well, there's two major ones. They're going to put in a new scoreboard. And they're also going to take out, I believe, 3 sections in the upper bowl and make a party deck similar to what they have at Tampa at Amalie Arena. Now, another note is those people from those sections have to be relocated in the upper bowl. And, that always doesn't work well. And that doesn't always go over smoothly. Be that as it may, that's where we're at regarding that. So I wanted to go ahead and do this podcast on this just to kind of, because there's been so much discussion on this to help them, realize, that an increase was inevitable, that was going to come. They won the Stanley Cup, and that's to be understood. And I think the reason the Panthers went ahead and charged as much as they did to try to stay competitive in terms of other markets and for themselves was that they have a waiting list of people, and it costs $100 to join that waiting list. So if you decide not to renew, others are going to go ahead and pick that up. So that's where we're at in terms of that. Next week, I'm going to go ahead and do my half season report card, if you will. We'll be well past the half season, but I still want to go ahead and do that. So stay tuned for that podcast. Thank you guys all so much. And remember, it's a great day for Florida Panthers hockey. Time to hunt.